Hello, lovelies. My name is JK. I'm so happy, excited to have you join me on another episode of the TLIG Review Show. And on TLIG Review Show, we bring your brand to the world's table, and then we expose you to the best brands in the world. Today, I have an amazing guest with me in the building, and that is Mark Idiahi. He is the CEO of June 19 Innovations. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you on TLIG Review Show.
Glad to be here.
Absolutely. So today we'll be talking about effective leadership in business. Before we talk about that, I would like to know more about June 19 Innovations.
Okay.
That name is special.
Yeah.
How did you come about it?
June 19 is my birthday. So,
oh, I see.
Yeah. So while I was looking for a name, so I just figured, as creative, I just figured if I could just put the two together, it would make sense.
And it did make sense. And it's special because when you see June 19, you want to know more about the name.
Yes.
So at June 19, what do you guys do?
Okay, we're into brand communication.
Absolutely.
Yeah, content creation.
Okay, that's all?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. All right, so today we'll be talking about effective leadership in business.
Yeah.
Yes. First off, does business require leadership?
Oh, sure. I'll begin by referencing John C. Maxwell's quote. Okay. He said, everything rises and falls on leadership.
Absolutely.
So everything that is worth doing, there has to be an interplay of leadership.
Okay.
Yeah, because you really can't build a brand. You can't do anything significant in this world, be it in politics, be it in business whatsoever, without the significant role of leadership.
Absolutely.
Yes. I've
experienced some brand owners or company owners where they try to, they have new people back to back. What would you have to say about that?
That's something that is not so ideal. I was listening to Bishop TDJs a couple of weeks ago, and he said that he went to Nike, he took a tour to Nike.
Okay.
And he interacted with quite a number of people in that place. From the janitor to the CEO, they all said about the same thing. What was it? If you ask them, what is your name? Before they tell you their name, they want to tell you about the vision statement, the mission statement about the brand. Oh. Which means that every single person that walk in that place, they so embody the vision of the business, so much so that it's
in them.
Yes, it's in them, like stakeholders. So a situation where you have people keep changing. I tell a couple of my friends that run businesses, you see, understand two things. Number one, we have leadership and we have management.
Okay. In
leadership, we are talking of control. Yeah. Manipulation. Now in corporate parlance, they say don't really use the word manipulation, but that's what it is when you talk about management. But when you talk about leadership, you're talking about inspirational leadership, your ability to get people to buy into your idea. So when you talk about leadership, you're talking about vision. Now, yes.
Absolutely.
So you can't take people to any place you have not been. So if you have people in your workforce who you see as stakeholders in the business, you won't be hiring and firing, because to everybody that work in that place, somehow they feel that they have a stake in the business. All right.
Absolutely.
So which means that you care for these people. These are people that are part of the business. So people work in the place, to them, you are just trying to use them to achieve a certain objective. And if I work in any place and I feel that I don't have a stake in that place, and if the reason for being there is just so that you can use me to meet some deadlines, milestones, and make some money, I don't feel safe in that place, because you could wake up tomorrow and fire me.
You can go.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. I'm going to paint another scenario, which is in this kind of scenario where you hire, fire, how do you now get a leader for your business? Okay,
so first of all, when you are recruiting, like we sent out ad, we did an ad yesterday, sponsored it, we needed some people to recruit some people.
Okay.
The first thing we do is to get the people into the business by sharing the vision of the business. Yeah, you need to let them into the mission, the vision, and do they have passion? Why would they want to identify with us as a brand
in the first place?
Is it to use a means to an end? Is it so that you can work? How long do you intend to stay with us? Are you passionate about what we do? All right. So if you can get people whose vision, values align with yours as regard the vision, then you can begin to talk about taking them on that journey.
Absolutely.
So if it doesn't align, then there's a problem. It means that they are here today, and when they get better offer, or somebody called me yesterday when they saw the ad, And I asked the lady why, because I know she's working in a place.
Okay.
I asked her, why would you want to leave this place? And she said, in Pidgin, okay, we have to, we have to look for something better now. I said, wow, that didn't sit well with me.
Something better in what?
Yeah, because that's not what I'm aspiring to have. I'm not trying to hire someone who tomorrow, when they get a better offer, so to speak, then
they're gonna leave.
Yeah, they just leave. Drop me like a pack of cards. So I don't want that. I want someone who could build a brand together. Someone who is futuristic, who is thinking of tomorrow.
Absolutely, that is good to hear. Okay, I know someone that is a CEO of a business, but I had an opportunity to speak to, someone that works with her, and the person said, this person doesn't let us into the business. There are some things that I should know, but this person doesn't want to let me into the business, so I can't work effectively.
Yes.
Now we're going straight into the topic. That is effectiveness of leadership in business. So tell us, in this kind of scenarios, what should be done?
See, there has to be transparency. That's what we're talking about. You see, the reason why everyone that works in that kind of environment will be edgy, skeptical about the place where they work in is because, number one, the boss, so to speak, I tell people not to call me boss. A lot of them love calling me bosses because there's something.
You look like a boss.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I would rather you call me a leader, so to speak, because that is what I aspire to be. But look at this situation, the scenario you just painted. The leader is not transparent.
Okay.
Do you understand? People don't know whether they're actually making gain or making profit. They don't. That means their heart is not in it, and you can't blame the people. You have to blame the owner because he's not letting the cat out on the table.
Is that going to affect the growth of the business?
Definitely, it will. It will. Before I came here, I was having an interaction with someone, and this person narrated an ordeal in the company. How that the staff of the company are sabotaging the company by diverting businesses to sister company for commissions. So
he's working in a company, and then when they bring clients come to that company for services,
let me just
refer them.
Yes, let me recommend it to this XYZ company for a commission.
Oh, for a commission.
Yes. So why would you do that? And you work in the place.
You work here.
Yeah, you work here. So what you're doing is that you are sabotaging the company.
It's even better not to have you.
It's better not to have you around. You are just
an enemy of the brand.
Yes, an enemy of the brand. But why would a staff think like that? Let me paint a scenario here.
Absolutely.
The perfect one.
Okay.
Something happened. There's this gate man that works with a particular boss, and the boss was so down to earth, takes care of him, and the family is very caring and all that. So this armed robber, they've been working on trying to invade the compound.
Okay.
So they figured that this was not going to be easy unless they get an insider to collaborate with. So they approached Mohammed and said, "Oh, Mohammed,
the gate man,
we have this thing, so you got to get money now, I get dollars, we want come, you'll just do something, then we'll settle you, just leave this your gate man job and all that." They tried to talk him into it. Now, remember I told you that your guy is so kind to Mohammed.
Yes.
So much so that he gives scholarship to the children and all of that. So Mohammed would rather die for his Oga than sell him out. So now, Mohammed has been long in this Lagos. He's smart, you understand? So he thought to himself, if I tell them I'm not doing, I'm dead.
They could kill me because I have a secret.
Yes. Okay. That was what they planned to do actually. But Mohammed now said, okay, I will play along. I will tell them, say, okay, how now one do? He was basically playing along.
Yeah, what day are you guys
coming when are you coming around so that I can tell you, it was flowing with them.
Together.
He went to meet Oga. Oga, see what's in the happen. No? These guys, blah, blah, blah. That was how come these guys, they set them up. They actually came. By the time they came, all the CCTV policemen were hiding and all the security people, and they rounded them up.
Wow.
Do you understand? So
yes.
Why did that happen?
Because Mohammed loves his Oga.
Why did he love his Oga?
Because of the way Oga treats him.
Yes. We have to begin to treat people like human beings as against trying to get them to just get some job done, pay them off and slave. This subservient spirit and all this thing that we have going on in corporate organization. And they have opportunity to steal from you. They will steal you blind.
They will do
even though I'm not trying to justify that.
Absolutely not.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So we need to begin to have that kind of relationship. Let's boycott this bossy attitude, a manager. I told you that management is basically about control.
Yes,
But you see,
manipulation.
manipulation. So we have to look at leadership, effective leadership in this case.
Yes.
Where truly, when you have an opportunity to work with people, first of all, see it as a great, awesome opportunity to model and to mentor and to be a caregiver, to actually point people in the right direction. Being an inspirational leader.
Absolutely. Not
That
just to,
way,
not just to grow your dreams.
Not just to build your brand and, make money.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we're going to go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue the topic. Thank you. Don't go anywhere. Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, JK, and this is the TLIG Review Show. And on this show, we review products, services, and so many other things. We create a platform for the manufacturer and the consumer to have a common ground. We promote the seller and the producer, and then we protect the buyer. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of amazing goods and services out there, but people do not know about it. And the TLIG Review Show is a platform that connects the manufacturer and the consumer, the producer and the user of the goods. As a matter of fact, if you're offering services or selling products, this is a platform where we can review your service, review your products, talk about the advantages, because there are a lot of good products out there that people do not know about. So we bring your products and services to the people of the world. That is what TLIG Review Show is all about. Keep watching. Hello, lovelies. Welcome back from that short break. You're still listening to JK, and it's the TLIG Review Show, TLIG Africa TV, and I've been talking to the amazing Idiahi. He is the CEO of June 19 Innovations. Okay, so do you think that in Nigeria today that we have effective leadership in the businesses? Because there are a lot of entrepreneurs and brands in Nigeria. Do they have leaders in these businesses, and are they effective? Okay,
that's a very broad one.
Very broad.
First of all, I like referencing quotes, and because I read a lot. Helen Keller was asked one day, someone asked her and said, is there anything worse than being blind? Because she was born blind. She can't see. She's physically impaired. All right. So they asked her, is there anything worse than being blind? And she said, yes. I've seen people with eyes, but yet they can't see.
That's sad.
That question is a great one. Because looking at Nigeria's scenario, for instance, what we have going on is, so I happen to be the convener of Future Leadership Conference, so I'm passionate about leadership.
Yeah.
Everything, all the insecurity, the kidnapping, the hunger, the travail, all that is negative, that is prevalent in this country today, can be attributed to the absence of effective leadership.
Oh, wow. Can you explain that? Okay,
I'll tell you now. We don't have lack of human resources all over the world, in every place, all the continent. Nigerians are doing well. You go to Harvard, they just go anywhere.
We thrive.
We thrive in those places, in those environments. But over here, our creativity is choked, because the responsibility of the government or governance is to create an enabling environment for business to thrive. And again, that's a function of effective leadership.
Absolutely. Still boils down to.
So that's why when I started, I referenced the quotes from, by John C. Maxwell, which is everything rises and falls in leadership. But in places, in organizations where you have effective leadership, you can truly see that they strive. These are brands that build generational businesses. All right.
Business that stays.
They stays, yes. Even when because of time, listen to this.
Okay.
This world is ruled by dead people.
How do you mean?
Oh, yeah. Look at where we are using light right now. This incandescent light was invented by someone.
Yes.
The aeroplane invented by someone.
True.
Today we are doing life by aeroplane and incandescent light. The inventors, the people that invented, because they are twins, right? Brother that invented the aeroplane, are they still alive?
No.
They are dead. Are we doing life by what they invented?
Of course.
Yes. The incandescent light, the person that invented it is dead. Are we doing life with the light?
Absolutely. Even presently.
Now, what does that tell you? Even though they have since gone, they are dead, we are still having to function, do life by the innovations, by the things that they invented.
Created. Wow.
That's generational business. Because they have structure in place. They have people who came into place. Let me give you a topic. Let me drive this home.
Okay.
Dr. Bonking was my mentor.
Oh, yeah.
And he passed on 2 years ago. Yeah. Now, even though he's no longer there, everything that he stood for is still very much alive
And valid.
and valid. Talking about generational business.
Yes.
Why? Because he understood the place of effective leadership. We understood that there was going to be a succession plan. In this country today, we don't hear people talking about succession plan. People die and their business is
Yeah,
dead.
it just ends there.
It
You
ends
just see
there.
them start selling
Oh
off.
man, it shouldn't end there. That is why effective leadership again is about foresight, having a vision. And I said to you earlier that you can't take people further than where you have been.
True.
All right.
Except you've been there, you can't take someone there.
people there. So that is where effective leadership is important. It's not for the now, it's for the long run.
Long run.
Yeah, it's just not for, it's not just for the sweet by and by. It's for, there's a destination, there's a place where we are headed. So I understand that even though I'm no longer in the scene, there are people who have poured myself into that can carry on the legacy. So the sustainability is there because of effective leadership.
Wow,
Yes.
that is amazing. So I'm still going to go back to that question. Do you think that in this Nigeria, a lot of businesses can stay if the leader dies?
Okay, so
Or the owner? Let me not
if
say
the owner,
leader.
no, I will say not. We've seen businesses that went underground. I don't want to get specific, you know, trying
mention
to
names,
spite any other person, but we've seen businesses that started, you know, and they were doing so well, but once the pioneer of the business, the visionary, was off the scene, the business began to spiral, and all before you could tell, it was grounded, non-existent. So if you ask me, I would love to recommend that for anybody who truly want to build what I call bully brands.
Okay.
Bully brand to me, you know, I'm also into brand communication.
Yeah, I know.
So
Give us the words.
you understand? So bully brand, we're talking, when you say a brand is a bully brand, we're talking of a brand that has rented a space in the subconsciousness of the prospect or clients.
Wow.
Because your brand is not successful until you can live in the minds of the people. Okay, let me paint a picture. You're in the traffic, you are famished because the road, no movement and everywhere. You've not eaten, you didn't take breakfast before you left the house, and it suddenly dawned on you that you need to get a snacks on the road, and you have all this guy hawking, you know, by the road. Now, you need to make a choice because there are variants. Yes. You know, we have these varieties. The one you eventually choose, the one you call, the guy you beckon on, say, give me this one.
Yes.
You see that brand?
That particular one.
That brand lives in your head. The reason why you went for that particular brand is because they've done their homework, ensuring that they rent a space
in your
head. And how do you rent a space in the subconsciousness of people? My quote, this is my quote. I'll say to you that obscurity is the worst enemy of any brand. If you are not seen, you will be forgotten.
If you're not seen,
you will be forgotten. That is why you must do everything you can to stay in the eyes of the people. We live in an age in the world where everybody is so busy. I mean, our mind is ravaged, bombarded with unsolicited information.
Yes.
All right, telephone and social media, everything. So you want to be very deliberate about being visible, which is also one of the role of an effective leadership in an organization that want to strive and be visible and build what I call a bully brand. Absolutely. You understand it now?
Yes, I do. I do understand it. All right. So you're trying to say that visibility is very important.
Very important.
For any business that wants to be effective.
Definitely.
Thank you. We've come to the end of today's TLIG review show. I know it was a short one, but I'm sure that you've learned something good to take your business to the next level. Thank you very much, Mark Idiahi.
Thank you for having me.
Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, TLIG Africa TV. I'm your girl, JK, so you can follow me on Instagram at JK_OEP. Thank you, guys. See you same time next week. Bye-bye.